For the first time to the stage here at LOL Park, world champion of this year, or of last year, sorry, Deft, joining a couple of world champions that are already on the team. And you heard it from him already. New teammates, new dreams, and he needs to come from the top to go back to the top, is kind of how it goes.
I think the one thing people will really focus on for D+ Kia is how well Kana lives up to the legacies of the top laners before him, right?
Yeah.
Khan, another player besides Nuguri who did so well for this roster, right? And Kana feels like an odd man out in that regard, was extremely dominant during his time on T1, but it's been so long since then because we watched him for a year struggling on that Nongshim roster that really just kind of fell flat.
It is time to welcome the defending world champions, DRX, to the stage. And yes, there are a couple of familiar names here as far as players that have worn or are still wearing the DRX jersey, but it is largely a very different team. Just Beryl there from that World Championship roster. Rascal back with his former colors, and then we've got some sandbox flavor thrown in there. It's going to be a very, very interesting first look at this new team.
You know, this roster really reminds me a lot of Live Sandbox in 2022.
Right,
where you're like, okay, this roster has a ton of potential, right? You have the Fate, Croco, reunited Live Sandbox players on this DRX roster. You have the ability, I think, in this team.
Slightly in range of experience, but when you're talking about mid lane being in range of experience, you know that something's going pretty horribly wrong. We'll see whether Croco can help it out here as he's going to rotate over. There's a Twisted Advance. Showmaker, he may have overextended here. No more Twisted Advance going to be available, and there it is. Sapling that he prepared earlier.
Croco
going to lock
shakes
it in.
his head.
Check this one out one more time. So, Croco with the beautiful timing on the game.
So Fate just used his shove right before this replay, so Showmaker steps back up. So he's baited Showmaker. Showmaker's like, oh, they're not going to go for a gank if he doesn't have shove. I'm going to go in. He has no health.
We'll be able to take the first Chemtech Drake, not Jeff. Not in this league. That's the other league that he's called
The true
Jeff.
fans know. Harder if anyone walks through those. So here we go.
Yep, shove not going to quite find the mark here as now Fate has a cat with him. That's going to be a steal, though, from Canyon. He can just walk it out if he wants to, but he doesn't have to. There's the flash now. Rascal is going to be picked up for D+ Kia's first kill. And they'll be able to walk this one off as well. Just play there from Canyon and make sure that they steal it away and also grab themselves a kill. Now finds the Cocoon as well. Final chapter comes down, but it can't go in every direction. And Doctorm is dead. Beryl is just going to be left to the wolves or the spiders or the people or the mermaids. All the things down there towards that bottom side.
There's a lot of pushing lanes, right? The Ash Varus works well with Elise too, but with Nami, you get that bubble as, oh no.
Okay, max range Cocoon. This is what we remember from the Elise gaming. However, they're not going to be able to secure the kill onto Fate. He will have to go home. Flash is now burnt as ganking junglers, right? If you have mid pressure, it becomes so much easier to play them out. Let's check this out again.
This is all about this control ward. They don't know Canyon this year. They're pushing the envelope. They know they have ult, so they think they can get away from a 2v2, but unfortunately, Elise is here. You get Cocoon, follow-up is super
immediately is going to be found out. Rascal, oh my goodness, that boomerang very, very close. Probably wouldn't have been enough to kill. But still, Canna, fantastic work here towards this top side still. Yet to put together his Trinity Force, but getting pretty close. Is now Croco in a bit of trouble. Cocoon's going to miss, but there's the bubble. Final chapter coming on. Here, the double tap's enough, and Deft picks up the kill on Doctorm. Fight not quite over just yet, especially here towards the top side as Rascal is going to get solo kill. No, oh, so close, but Canna reigns supreme.
Kana just out of range of the turret, just barely out of range of the turret. Canyon has such a massive lead.
Yeah.
And Croco is tussling over here, and this is when Duckdom's on the wall. And that's the easiest bubble to hit because you can only juke really in two different directions. One of those is towards the enemy bot duo. You cannot 2v2. Great zoning from Canyon. And then Kana just decides he's going to all in here. Narbar comes through, and Rascal wants to play this out, but notice that Kana makes sure gets out of turret range here before the stun. Yeah. So close, so close.
Flash DRX now trying to deny Soul point here from D plus Kia, and it is going to be secured. Canna now does have a full Nalbar, gets everyone into the wall, dives on top. I thought he was just dead, but instead they're going to be able to take down DRX. Rascal is chasing after Showmaker. Prowling projectile there, he had a barrel alongside him, and so they're not going to be able to get out scot-free. But
on both fronts here, because of this amazing Gnar engage, Flash is in, it's a 4-man, it's out of control.
And we get the instant replay of the replay as well. That's what we want to see. Look at this. I mean, Flash Gnar destroy everyone.
Technically a 5-man, I mean, if you consider that Yumi's attached.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. The flash from Showmaker gets him out as well. Rascal just barely finishes him off on
Nice.
And yeah, no words needed to explain this one. Gorilla in the coach.
About it. And also, it's Canna with that big play. But speaking of big plays, in comes Fate. Weaver's Wall now out. Ooh, doesn't get the flick. Deft able to get out of the way of that one. Still has his flash as well as Fate's just dead. He turns it immediately. Barrel takes a lot of damage, but he's going to be able to get out now. Rascal trying to fight this one. Canyon goes too deep. Deft now having to flash to dash away. Gets over the wall with a relentless pursuit. And DRX looking for a little bit more, but unable to find it.
With the Realm Warp, so it does end up being a slight overextension. And this fight really tells the story of this game. Fate has a Weaver's Wall engaged, but they're just out of reach. Once again, with the Yumi ultimate, he gets blown up. Canyon's like, I want more. Realm Warp's available. Look at where Showmaker is on the map. He's so far away in the top lane that he can't quite get there, and I think that's where communication broke down just a little bit.
Fate shows himself. Oh dear. So now teleport immediately comes through. Are they going to be fast enough is the question. Here's the turn. All right, Nature's Grasp to come out. There is the Weaver's Wall as well. Def gets out of the way of the roots though, and now D plus Kia able to get themselves into position. Showmaker wanting to come over. The culling is just deadly from this Lucian. Tidal Wave to come through. Rascal gets knocked up. Fate as well in a bit of trouble. Aqua Prison's fantastic, but no one to follow up on it. Canna has so close to a Mega Gnar, and there it is, straight into the wall. But he may still have overextended, but no. There is just too much healing available. The Nami catches up in time, and they lock down Fate. DRX now on the wrong side of the rift. Jax goes down first. Now 3 left remaining. A tree, a Zeri, and a cat on a book. And I don't think they have anywhere to go, Wolf. Here's the flash, twisted advance. Croco wanting to take matters into his own hands, but he has none available anymore. They're in the death chamber along.
Good luck. This was a bridge too far here, unfortunately for DRX. The turn angle is a little bit off, right? And D plus Kia kite back to the right side here, and now DRX on the wrong side of the map with no Maokai ult to peel. Tidal Wave is perfect, Bubble is good, and Khan is just building an R-bar. Meanwhile,
yeah, well, there is going to be yet another kill defensively in lane, then found a little opportunity around a Herald pit, and from that point on was able to assert his dominance. Speaking of which, they're going to go for it here. He gets flung back. Caster Curse immediately comes out from Atlas, but the answer is there from D plus Kia. Croco going to be the sacrifice. Showmaker taking his Baron buff back to the mid lane.
Showmaker just got so much AP, he's ripping this turret apart. We'll try to Realm Warp.
Yeah, he does get shoved back, so he's not going to be Realm Warping anywhere, but oh my goodness, Doctor might just die. What is that shield, Showmaker? That is absurd! The Zeri goes down, Rascal to follow, and
Damwon, or rather D plus Kia once again.
Yeah.
Caster flub here to make quick work of these turrets now, and Kana's back with teleport. He's just sitting in the fountain. He's like, it's coming up in like 5 seconds, 30 minutes anymore.
And I don't even know whether it's relevant if like Showmaker can stand in amongst 4 people and just straight up not care. This was, Canna being Caster Curse. That's entirely on me, so don't blame Canna for that one. And this is Showmaker. Like, let's just admire.
He's like, oh, I wanted to Realm Warp out, but thank you for giving me the opportunity to just turn around and be Machine Gun Rise. This is not Tank Rise, just regular Rise. It's level 17.
I think he's throwing them at the Jax. But he's going to be able to make it out.
Yeah, Rascal will get out here, but the rest of the map is in shambles. He's got so much control mid-bot. Pushing those, obviously super minions now that the inhibitor is down in the mid.
All right, in goes Def, a little bit aggressive, but they're able to get over walls. Knocked on, so he's going to be able to do that. Now just a full culling. He's going to be thrown in. Fate is well and truly dead, but can they get more from this? And by more, I mean, are they just going to tidy up the Nexus? I think the answer might be yes, as here towards the top side. Just needs an auto or two. There's the flash out. Nicely done. Cannon now just going to be fighting against the turret. Not sure what's going to happen there or whether it even matters, because we're fighting players with a naked Nexus. And D plus Kia are going to be able to finish game one. What a statement here, straight out the gate.
미칼 없어요? 미칼 2초.
그냥 공 덮을게. 네, 잡자.
공 써줄게. 미칼 4초.
나 제리 오면 풀숲 없을게.
파워 쳐볼래?
끝날 듯.
나 새끼검 있어, 새끼검 있어.
해봐.
제리 풀 볼게 오면. 제리 볼게.
해볼게.
제리 덮을.
나와. 대리공.
내리 속박.
파워 치면 끝날 것 같아.
나이스. 제리 덮을.
나이스.